Good morning and good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. It will just depend on your time zone. And we're quite glad that you're joining us on National Telegraph. My name is Eric Tato. Today I'm going to be talking about Cameroon and two uh, top things that are happening in Cameroon between the government and the rebels today, as you're all aware. Personally, we at the National Telegraph, we believe that there's a lot that's been going on in that country that is not being reported by a lot of media organs, and it is our singular honor and privilege to always make sure we bring this to the millions of our followers out there. Once more, thank you so much for joining. If you are joining, just click on the link or share the link so that we're going to have everybody come on the show. Thank you so much. All right, so we should begin in just a few, I think. So while you're joining, Happy New Year to all of you who are joining. Thank you so much. We're just going to begin in the 40 seconds while we build the platform. And we will continue to say that it is very important for those who are joining. Just let us know where you're watching from. We want to say hello to those who are joining from Cameroon, any part of Cameroon. Those who are joining from Nigeria, from Ghana, from Sierra Leone, from Uganda. Those who are joining from the United States. If you're joining from Europe, from Asia, from anywhere you're joining, we want to salute you. And we thank you for always being here. All right. So thank you if you're joining right now. So you're going to help us share the link very extensively. Very excellent. Once we have close to 250,000, I'll just start talking, and we should have that in 40 minutes or thereabout. I'm sure about that. So once you join, you share, and we'll get everybody on board. All right. So yep. Thank you. So we're going to reach that target, 250,000 in the next 30 seconds. That should be great for us to kickstart. Very important. All right, so yeah, we're moving up the figures. Very good, excellent, very good. Okay, so this should be we should. Excellent. Yeah, I mean, some people say they don't receive notification from Facebook anymore. That's possible. I mean, it's always possible like that. They have the way they do these things. You know how they work. All right, very good, excellent. I think it's about time we start it. Let me be clear. We are not going to once more repeat compromise facts, because some people feel hurt about the facts that are out there. But what is absolutely imperative is for any media organ to represent the exact views on the ground where they are reporting, and to ensure that the people out there, many people who might have been misled by some dissemination of fake news, fake information, should actually get the facts. And that's exactly what National Telegraph represents. And today we're going to be talking about one of the most serious conflicts in Africa, which is the armed conflict in Cameroon's two English-speaking regions of the Northwest and Southwest, which of course there is going to be no discussion about the armed conflict on the ground, and not linked to those who are championing the leaders in the diaspora and what they're doing to resolve the crisis and to try to push it to an end, or to deliver the aspiration of those who are hoping to get independence, or those who are hoping not to get suppression. So whatever way, there are people who want to get independence, there are others who want to get suppression in that part of the country, and that is what remains very significant. That's what National Telegraph will be talking today. Now, the first thing is about the two things that are happening there. Thank you so much, those of you who are joining. Make sure you always share, all right? The two things that are happening there today is the fact that the Nations Cup is coming down. That's most important. And let me be clear. For those of you who don't know, a lot of people think differently about what's going on. And we're going to go straight to the point. Let me put it this way. Under normal circumstances, there is the understanding that this conflict should be resolved. Everybody thinks so. including me, everybody who is watching from any part of the world, and most especially those who are from those two regions that have been hardest hit by, we can call it as a national telegraph, a senseless war. But what is it that both the regime of President Paul Biya is doing and the separatists? This is the major question. What are they both doing to facilitate discussions in order to end the armed conflict and get people's lives back in place? Okay. Both parties are doing absolutely nothing to help the situation. And I will explain. Separatists might claim that they want Paul Biya to come to the table. Some say they want him to come to Switzerland. While the Cameroon government says she doesn't know who to negotiate with. Which is not the truth anyway. They know. Let me start it this way. There is nobody by now who is unaware of what is happening in Buea, Mutengene Tiko, where some national teams, including that of Uganda, they have started arriving ahead of the Nations Cup 2021. All right, what does this mean to the separatists? A lot of separatists might not want to hear this, but this is the truth. Do you know why the football jamboree was postponed last time? Because there was significant presence of insecurity. But why is it that teams have started arriving? The same Cameroon, where the Nations Cup was postponed. There is only one answer. One answer. Look at the traffic in Tiko Mutengene, Buea today. It's huge. Everything is functioning very well, and people are coming. Let us be clear. There's only one major problem, which I'm going to state here. One major problem. That is the problem of denial, especially on the part of the separatists. They are always out there to put out conspiracy and not accept the truth. For example, you tell them now that everything was good. They are launching the Nations Cup. The mascot was there in Buea. They will tell you no. Some will tell you it's a lie. Whereas they are forgetting that Buea and Mutengene, Tiko and Limbe, those towns have people living in them. There are people in those towns, and they see that. But you know why the separatists would deny? Because they want to continuously use it as propaganda, given the fact that their long-term discussion on strategies that they know would never have worked is coming to clear fusion that people know is not working no more. Let me say this, and take it from me. This is my personal opinion, and I'll say it clearly. I believe that for the war to end, the separatists have a 90% role to play. And I will explain. It's very simple. 90%. The rebels have a 90% role to play. One of the major rules is to get out from fake WhatsApp dreams. What did I say? Everybody, you can hashtag that. Fake WhatsApp dreams. That's the first thing separatists must do. Stop fake WhatsApp talks. On the part of the government, which is which has been drinking the blood of innocent people. You cannot deny that they don't care. You cannot deny. The Cameroon government does not care about those who have died. The separatists are using some separatists, especially some leaders in the diaspora. They are using the blood of innocent people being killed by the government of Cameroon to exploit the people in the diaspora, their donors, gullible ones. And they don't want this to ever be discussed. But there's one media organ that's always going to discuss this, and this is National Telegraph. One media organ must discuss it. Whether or not you accept it, it's a shame that in a war which would have ended like a year ago, you people have created monsters who have continuously, you continue to steal from the people. You've seen the propaganda video from the Cameroon military. Yes, let us hashtag it. Get out of fake WhatsApp dreams. Fake talks on WhatsApp. The Cameroon military does a video showing their arsenals, strength. That is probably understandable because you see them there. You see the equipment. But what happens? The rebels would instead do something that would demoralize their own population. When I got up this morning, we saw a message. We saw a message from a supposed French blogger. What did he write? He wrote that Field Marshal attacked 3 or thereabout military trucks in the BLM. And he killed over 10 soldiers. That was yesterday, 29th of December. And that message was followed by a WhatsApp message, an audio, where they superimpose sounds of guns and said Field Marshal was on the field. Whether or not you like it, some people think that propaganda is good in war. True, everybody thinks so. But propaganda in war means something that people are unaware of. You can't say that three military trucks were attacked and over 10 soldiers were killed, and only a particular group of people are reporting that. Those from the Sako Ikome camp. That is armed robbery. That is thievery. It destroys your fight. It destroys your fight. Why? Simply because there is credible information out there that Field Marshal does no longer fight. And in order for them to try to please their gullible followers, they now create a story that 3 trucks were attacked. Some of you have seen it. They're sharing it on WhatsApp. That is why we at the National Telegraph were seeing that. Get out of fake WhatsApp dreams. They're sharing on WhatsApp and claiming that 3 trucks were attacked. Yet, you attacked 3 trucks, you killed 10 soldiers, and you have no pictures. No other media organ is reporting them. Nobody from the BLM is saying that, but a French blogger, which some of you know, creates a fake story. Share on WhatsApp, and some of you are sharing. These are the things that will always happen. That is why in journalism, they say that for a story to be near completion, it must have at least 4 or all of these elements. The why, the who, where, when, and what, and of course the how. Most essentially, you have the when and where. In that story where there is a claim that Field Marshal killed 10 soldiers and bombed 3 military trucks. They said it happened on the 29th of December, which was yesterday, a Tuesday. And it happened in Lebialem. They even named some locations. Everybody wants to report a story where there are corpses of military people and where there's a fight. It's a human interest story, including National Telegraph, irrespective of who is doing it. So the question is, the when. They said 29th of December, Tuesday, excellent job. Where? Lebialem. Who is involved? Cameroon military, Field Marshal. Why? Because there is a war. How? By bombing. All those key points are there. Now, let us start with the first one. When? 29th of December, Tuesday. Did anything happen in the BLM? The answer is no. Capital, no. Who? Were 10 Cameroonian soldiers killed? The answer is no. How? Was there any bombing in the BLM yesterday? The answer is no. Where? Was there bombing in the BLM yesterday? The where? No. So all the journalism tenets, all the questions that any news item is supposed to fulfill for it to be able to pass for a news item is not true. Yet, some people shared it. Just like we have said, we will never block anybody on this platform. They have the right to their opinions because this is National Telegraph. And we also have the right to analyze things and expose the truth. So, the person who published this story and those who share, what did you do to Field Marshal? Instead of doing damage control, you only came to confirming. You actually confirmed what National Telegraph had written about Field Marshal and your propaganda. Of the 5 or 6 journalism questions, your story did not fit one. And this is what this French blogger does every time. They write fake stories from the annals camp and send to him to publish. Because they are looking for an outsider that can try to create a little bit of credibility. Because all of those who report on behalf of these people have been known to be propagandists. They have zero credibility, but of course, you know, National Telegraph is always here. We are always going to come to do fact-checking, which is a perfect form of journalism. And nobody can stop that. As you join, make sure you click on the share button. Make sure you click on like and you share and you tell us where you're watching from. So everybody, you can now see for yourselves how authentic this media organ is, how authentic National Telegraph is. So until the rebels begin to do the right thing, then they are not serious. Let us know where you're watching from. Okay. Thank you. Those of you watching from the UAE, thank you so much. So we'll continue talking about this. So Field Marshal no longer fights. And whether or not you take it. And I will explain why the Sako Ikomikam within the separatists want to keep this Field Marshal alive on social media. I'll explain to you why. Let's know where you're watching from. It is very important for the truth to be told at any time. Very important for the truth to be told. Let us turn our interest and attention to Boya. Let us turn our interest to Boya. Limbe Mutengene. Like you've seen from comments. Tara is already in Boya. And you would expect that separatists would have stopped that. But the government is aware of the crack. And what is the crack? Corruption. Corruption. The crack is what? Corruption. Corruption is a crack. I want to state here categorically clear that going by my index, by the index of the National Telegraph, the most corrupt body that has ever fought for a revolution or independence are the Ambazonian leaders. That's the most corrupt in the world ever. The Ambazonian leaders. Take it or leave it. That's the fact. And I will explain. Let me go further. You see, the point is simple. When you have a responsibility to protect, which this journalist has as well, that is why we can auto-critique everything on this platform. The first thing you do is that you protect the integrity of contributions when people put money in a fight. But let me say this. What happens is this. Each time Ambazonians contribute, their leaders steal the money, and then they pay a few surrogates on social media, and then they come and defend them all through. Today is Wednesday, December 30, 2020. It's one day, 24 more hours to the end of December and the end of 2020. 24 more hours. You had a project called the draft. Are you going to talk to the people anymore about it? Of course you can't. Because it was a fake program. And even the little money that a few gullible people contributed, it ended in the pockets of their county heads and the pocket of Sakwe Komi. The other day you heard one of them complaining on how one of their county heads took the money and put in bitcoins. But why did they not lash out at him? Because he's one of their surrogates. But if it came from another person, they will tell you it's fake. It's not true. Why? Because they always want to protect thieves. You cannot use corruption to fight corruption. And until all of you rebels, whether you fight on the ground or not, rebel is a word that is used for people who rebel against the government. It comes from the noun rebellion. So rebel is a noun referring to a person as a human being. Rebellion is a noun referring to the action of a rebel. Rebellious is an adjective describing your action. You know, before, you remember how much we fought on National Telegraph to educate people on this word rebels. Each time we use the word rebel, they say we are wrong. We are pushing a Cameroon agenda. And not too long, some of them started naming their TV stations with the name rebel. So until there is a mentality change and overhaul where you can be able to condemn a thief irrespective of who you support, then you are going to have your revolution back on track. For now, Ambazonians are the most corrupt because they see thieves and they protect them. It happens nowhere in the world. Whether you're a president or a secretary or whosoever, once money is placed under your care and you're the head of a command chain and a considerable amount of that money disappears, the first thing you do is that you resign, you step down, you go away. That is what you're supposed to do. There's no way you think you can win a war by having jobless people leading you. There's no way in the world where a blind man leads a land of people with one eye. It doesn't happen, with due respect. There is nowhere in the world where a leader or leaders have been this jobless as in the case of the Ambazonian rebels. So you must learn to accept the fact first. 2 days ago, I asked somebody a question. For those who are familiar with Maryland or the USA, there's what you call the Beltway 495. And I asked somebody, if you want to leave your home from Bowie to get into the Beltway, and you have a punctured tire, are you going to still take that car to the Beltway? The person says no. I said, why? He said, because you might have an accident. It's not like you might have an accident. You will have an accident. You will never reach your destination, not on time. So, Ambazonians, you have a punctured tire in your leadership. Those who steal money, they're like a bus tire on a car. You use them, no matter what you do, you will destroy the wheel drum, you get accident, you will never reach your destination. Until Ambazonians think of an overhaul, changing armed robbers and criminals, you will never, ever have what you want. That is the fact. That is the fact. Whether or not you like it, you can take it, you can leave it, but this is my opinion, and this is on National Telegraph. We have the right to give our opinions about what we see out there. And that is why you also can comment here freely and nobody blocks you. Let me be clear. And I should be very, very clear, absolutely clear. I have stated one thing from the last few of our outings about Field Marshal. I said he has defected and he has less than he has the smallest number of fighters than any group you can imagine. 6 fighters. He's in the BLM, no doubt, but he no longer fights. And for you to bring a fake story to try to defend him, you only confirm our story. You increase suspicion because this media organ remains authentic. It is very clear that many of you have started seeing the truth. Let me give you a little tip. If you say you're fighting a war and after 3 years, you're unable to have airtime on CNN, BBC, Al Jazeera, Fox News, to talk about your crisis, your problem, to expose the genocide that the Cameroon government is causing against your people. Imagine, for 3 years, you're unable to have airtime for even 5 minutes, 10 minutes on CNN, BBC, Al Jazeera, Fox News. Yet, you have contributed over 8 million plus to one group, and a total of over $20 million that we estimate has entered into this Ambazonian revolution. But you have not been able, tell me, one leader, apart from those who were kidnapped, arrested, and sent to jail, that touched basic media organs. Tell me one other leader after the arrest in Nigeria that has ever gotten any airtime on any major news organ. Let me now bring it down closest to America, where Sako Ikome lives, Christopher Anu, those that have received the highest amount of money. Tell me, have you seen them on BBC, CNN, Fox News? But you contributed a lot of money. Let's look at diplomacy. Have you ever seen these guys with any senator, congressperson, mayor, police officer, anything that can foster your fight? The answer is no. And let me explain why they might never be able to have audience in any place that matters in America. I will explain. Do you know that there are over 1,000 people from southern Cameroons that are worth over $1 million plus living in America? Yes, there are a lot of them. They are business people. And these are people who have access to anywhere. I'm explaining. But when you look at the lives of those you call leaders, Sako Ikome especially, Chris Anu, there is never a day that any American politician, any serious person in America will take Sako Ikome anything less than a homeless person. The only thing they can do to Sako Ikome is to provide him assistance in terms of food stamps. Because the only way you can represent and have your voice anywhere in the world, there is inequality everywhere. And it's positive inequality. There is no way a mayor in America would want to discuss serious business issues with those from Anglophone Cameroon, and he will go and call Sako Ikome. No. They will call the guys of Spectrum, the Paul Adams, the guys who have the chariot. Those are people who own businesses, all the business people. You, those of you running group homes, running restaurants, you are the people who can represent the Anglophone communities when they want to talk about business. You must have a channel. There must be something that takes you to the politicians. Yes, there must be something that takes you to politicians. And Sako and Chris Anu have none of those things. So that is why I say that all the noise you make ends on WhatsApp. Is Sako president? That's a big question. He's only one thing. WhatsApp president to a few of you. Until you accept the fact that a jobless man cannot even lead a mother who sells or works in McDonald's, that is when you start getting your revolution back on track. A jobless man cannot talk on behalf of a little girl who does her mobile money or call box around Maligo Junction. You cannot talk on behalf of that girl. A jobless man cannot talk on behalf of refugees who are hawking bananas and plums in Nigeria to feed their children. You cannot. A jobless man cannot talk on behalf of the many business people here. Listen, you don't take a medical doctor to come and be the president of the Carpenter Association. It doesn't work. Somebody who is a carpenter cannot go and be the vice president in the Medical Doctors Association. It doesn't work. That is why even within sports as an organization, there are football federations, wrestling federations, bicycle federations, handball federations, boxers associations, but all is sports, but you categorize. That is exactly the point. And to be honest, the most lovable thing is when somebody says a CEO of a company is jealous of a jobless person. No, that is the most. It's a satire. It's the most. It's the funniest thing anybody can read. There is no way Jeff Bezos, the CEO of Amazon, can be jealous of me. For what reason? Give me one reason. He can't be. Facebook cannot be jealous of me, Mark Zuckerberg. And the same way I cannot be jealous of Sako. You get the point? You can't be jealous of somebody you are better than. I'm only envious of Zuckerberg and Bezos because they are better. I want to get their dreams, be like them. That's positive envy. So there is no way you can say a CEO of a registered American company can be jealous of a jobless person who relies on donors' benevolence to be able to live his life. It's not possible. So jealousy is predicated on something, especially for some of you. Listen very attentively. Some of you watching can be jealous of Eric Tato. Why? I have millions of fans who pray every day for the success of this guy and this platform. That is why we have succeeded. We have succeeded 24/7. So there is no way you can say that somebody who is doing better than another person can be jealous of the person. It's not possible. America cannot be jealous of Cameroon. It's the other way around. It's the other way around. So you see, Sako is jobless. There is nowhere in America he can ever enter, whether or not you like it. And these are the things we must always say. Today is December 30th. Where is your draft money? There is no draft money. You know what I like about them? They always get angry. They drop out of the show, but they come back and they watch it. That is what's very important. And we are aware that they always watch to the end, even later on, because they always want to hear what we say. So it is very, very important that you understand that thieves, scammers, and armed robbers cannot be leaders anywhere in the world. CNN calls people thieves, liars. You've watched them call Donald Trump a liar. You watch Fox News instead saying that Biden is a liar. So it is their opinion. All of them have different opinions. And that is exactly what we have to do here. It is very important that the truth would always be told. So the question is, where's draft money? Can everybody hashtag that for me? Where is draft money? And another little conspiracy by the Sako surrogates is that each time somebody tells them the truth, they say, oh, you're a Republic agent. To be honest, the only people who can be proxies to the government, they are people who steal money meant for a revolution. That's the only thing. So if there is any agent of the Cameroon government, that could be the Sako Economy and the others. So the big question everybody should be asking, where is the draft money? That's a question they can never answer. Where is the draft money? Everybody, you can ask that as many as 10 times. Where's draft money? Where is the draft money? That's the question. Where is the draft money? Where's the money? So you cannot live your lives on lies telling 1st to 31st. You cannot live your life on lies telling 1,000,000% all the time. You can't live your life. Where is draft money? That's a big question. Where's the draft money? Okay, this is where the money is. One thing is simple. Everybody knows it. That the only thing that must have happened to that money is that, like somebody is written, it's in the bellies of the thieves. They've used the money for their personal use. That is why Boya is functioning the way it's functioning. They've used the money for only what they know. Somebody asked a question. We'll be reading your comments and replying to a few because this is a debate. Somebody asked the question, where's the draft money? Everybody knows draft money has disappeared. Some other person, one person of all these people asked about that. That money can only be asked on the website. That has a website. You want me to tell you there? www.darkcommunity.org. The most transparent website within your revolution. The money is right there with over 500 members. Eric Tato is only a member. So everybody on the dark platform, from Dr. Fontaine Niba, Dr. David Makongo, Eric Fimasha, all of them out there, they know too well where you can find that. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, the question remains, where is draft money? And you can see how diabolic the psycho surrogates are, but we're not going to block them. When you ask something, they ask something else because they want to distract the audience. And we have to answer them. Somebody talks about Ayeke. Eric Tato doesn't collect money for Ayeke. Ayeke is under the BLM. Now we have to ask that to Chris Anu as well. Because the BLM people were contributing money as a group. And where has Chris Anu kept Ayeke's own money? That is the question you should be asking. That's the important question. So everybody must remember one thing. Only the truth shall set you free. Only the truth. Ask them to their faces. Where is draft money? So until you change, there's nothing you're going to do about this. By the way, we've created a new Eric Tato page. So when you get done, just type Eric Tato. You're going to see a new Facebook page we've just created. So we hope that you go out there, share on that page. We'll try to build it back. So once you reach that level, 1 minute, the only people exceptionally we're going to take a conspiracy theorist out of this page. Okay. So when you talk about things, you bring the proofs like we do. So what we're going to do is that we're inviting all of you to go to our Eric Tato page as well. Those who are watching here, make sure you go follow the Eric Tato page. It's a new Eric Tato page that I've created. It has I think the profile picture is myself and a friend, a colleague from Fox News, Nelson Nicole. So right there, you know, Eric Tato page is right there, just newly created. So you can go check it out. All right, so we're going to end here. But these are the two things that are happening. The fact that the Cameroon government is parading Boya, and instead, the rebels are making propaganda, fake news about a certain attack in the BLM that never happened. And we think that it was important we told people about this. So if you've read anywhere about an attack in the BLM that Field Marshal killed 10 people and, whatsoever happened, that news is fake. Nothing, there was no bombing in the BLM yesterday. There was no military truck that was parading until Field Marshal had to kill 10 while bombing 3 of those trucks. So people deserve to know the truth. Propaganda is meant to do 2 things. Scare the enemy and then motivate your people. But once you do propaganda that is obvious, the enemy knows they didn't have no truck that was bombed. You cannot want to fight in the Cameroon military and say that you've bombed 3 of their trucks when they know no truck was bombed. And then you cannot want to motivate the people by telling the people in the BLM a lie that they had bomb, there were explosions within their territory when they know there wasn't anything. So that is not exactly propaganda, right? So I can take some few questions before I go. Right, so if you have, yeah, it's true, like somebody is saying right there, that the only thing that Field Marshal does is that he kills ghosts. Yeah, they don't exist. And that's the truth. Whether or not we like it, please don't forget, go out there, follow our page. It's very important. All right? Very good. So remain on the truth. Always tell the truth. They wouldn't like it. You know, a revolution is not going to be run by thieves. That is just my message. The earlier you realize the truth and you come to the truth, that is going to save everybody. All right, thank you so much. Somebody, pretty Patmira is part of DAC. I think she's one of the admin on DAC. You can see her logo is the DAC logo. So they are the people who are going to, one quick minute. Somebody asked a very important question. I'll answer that question. How can we remedy this situation? Overhauled. Don't give your money to thieves. They are never going to resign anyway. So create a better contribution channel and make sure you put everything there and monitor it. Belong in a community. Like those who are in DAC, there are 500 of them or thereabout in DAC. Nobody can touch $1 there because it's like, like a group contribution. What you fondly call Njangi. So nobody can take $1 there without the other person knowing. And all projects are posted there on the website. So that's what is very important. Somebody says propaganda is not good for this revolution. That is very true. Thank you. What happened to my Facebook page? What has always happened? We don't want to discuss about that here. So just check the new Facebook page. Eric Tato is right there. I know a lot of people are going out there to check it out. No, there's a new page. I'll have to post it here. There's a new page. Or maybe they took it down again. I don't know, but I'm not sure. All right. So we're going to end it here. And just so that you know, every media organ has a right for its editors, its journalists to give opinions like this. Talk hard on topics. You watch them everywhere. You talk hard. When people are thieves, you call them thieves. It happens. Fox News does it. CNN does it. We are doing it. And that is part of journalism. Thank you. Somebody says you can't find the page. Just check it out. I'm sure that we're going to try to do a small video and try to share it. And then a lot of people, very good. Any more questions? Somebody said we need peace in North and South. Of course, the government has to negotiate that with the rebels. It's very important. We're going to share the page. We're going to share the page. Somebody says DAC is alive and breaking grounds. I'm sure those are part of the DAC members. That's very true. They are doing a great job. My assessment of the revolution, I think is moving, though there are a lot of cracks that must be fixed. Happy New Year as well. Thank you. Happy birthday. Whoever has a birthday, thank you. Where's Wonja? I don't know, but he's resigned, as you're aware. Okay, a lot of fake pages carrying Eric Tato. Put it right here. Okay, I'm going to put the other page. I'll do a live video on that Eric Tato page right now. When I finish, I'll do a 5-minute live video on the Eric Tato page just to greet you people. You can find that out there. Thank you so much. All right. I'll put a video, a short after this. I'm going to put a live video on the Eric Tato, new Eric Tato page. You can go check it out there. Then I'll share it on WhatsApp. You can follow the link. Thank you. I think we are good. With that said, I think we can end. I want to salute everybody who joined the show today. And if you have not shared, please go back and share and just say Happy New Year to everybody. You can also tell me Happy New Year. I don't mind taking that. Thank you. And I want to thank all of you who have stayed by the truth. Great show today. Unannounced, but over 1,000. Excellent. I think gradually a lot of people, though some people don't get the notification. All right. Thank you so much. I'm not going to talk about fires in La Republic. I'm not going to talk about that here. All right. Thank you, Silvanus, all the way from the UAE. Pascal, thank you. All right. Thank you, Shah. I'll update you guys when I want to come online. Always check out. If you're not following National Telegraph, click on the follow button right now. Mark Barretta is fine. He's on the platform called Omojami. You can also download Omojami. I'll do a live video so that you can sleep. Thank you. As an activist, what are you doing to enhance collaboration? A lot, but you can't enhance collaboration when there are thieves. You must take out the thieves first. All right. We love you too. I love you more. Thank you, Wilson. Happy New Year to you as well. And Dango, God bless you. Happy New Year. Fonzenu, thank you. Mundi, Happy New Year. I see your comment. Thank you, okay? Who is the next to wish me Happy New Year? Thank you. Thank you, Odogo. Thank you. Happy New Year, huh? No update about, well, we said everything. Thank you, Collins Echu. Happy New Year as well. God bless you. Have a very wonderful New Year. Tomorrow I'll be live with the CEO of Verbatim LLC. And before I go, don't forget to call Verbatim LLC for your Scrum classes. Please do that. I'm going to put their flyer up as well after this. And I also put a flyer for Fantech LLC. Thank you so much, Jason. Say good job, brother. Happy New Year. Yes, of course. Thank you. Bruin, God bless you. Okay. God bless you. Thank you. Happy New Year to you, Jimmy Jackson. Thank you. All right. Who again is wishing me Happy New Year? I need more of this on New Year Day, huh? All right. Thank you. Gerardo Reyes, Silvanos, thanks. So after this, I'm going to just go to the Eric Tato page. We'll do a short live show for 5 minutes so that you can be able to see me. So Eric Tato was live because you're going to see my face. Because if I put a video, they can also post the same video there and you'll not be able to know if that's my page. So that's the only way I'm going to distinguish it. Happy New Year to you as well, Abo Cordari. Happy New Year. All right. Huge fan base out there. I love you guys so much. All right. Thank you, Victor Ache. All right. Happy New Year as well to you, Fango. Happy New Year. Hey, Lenana. Happy New Year. How are you about? Happy New Year. All right. From Sweden. You're from Sweden. Oh, hi, Sweden. Hope everything is good. Up slow. Nice meeting you as well, Elvis. Thank you, Lambert. God bless you. I might not be reading all your names, but keep writing. I'll read them. Patrick from We, Happy New Year. All right. Dinby, Matt, Happy New Year. All right. Adeya Victor, Happy New Year. All right. Where are you watching from? Can I know where you're wishing me Happy New Year from? Thank you. Julius, Happy New Year. Claudia, Happy New Year. Thank you, ma'am. Remain blessed as well. Oh, Christmas, Abini and Sako. I'm going to follow up on that. Happy New Year as well to you, Juliet. Elvis, Happy New Year, all right? Odogo, Happy New Year. All right, we're going to share that. Okay? You can get all your latest news. And we're just getting news from Ghana that the opposition party has filed a suit at the Supreme Court to contest the just ended 7th Ghanaian presidential elections. So we're going to bring you that, I'm sure, very soon. It should be on National Telegraph. I'm just getting this indication. Thank you so much, our reporter from Ghana. All right. I want to thank you. Let me shout out to everybody out there in Ghana, and to say we're grateful for all you do. And so thank you. Happy New Year, Lambert, once more. So New Year, please, if you have not liked, all of you who are here, still many here, you're top National Telegraph fans, make sure you go click on the like button after this show, and you click on the share button as well. All of you Silvanos, thank you. Tando, thank you. Thank you. Elvis, thank you. Jane, thank you. All right. You're in France. Bon année. Oh, yeah. Very good. Okay. Happy New Year. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody. God bless you. I'm so touched. All right. From Kuwait, Juliet. Thank you. All right. Okay. So, make sure you go out there. You share. Happy New Year to you, Akbar. Happy New Year, Samuel. Jimmy, Happy New Year. I'm okay. Thank you. From Canada. Happy New Year. Best wishes 2020, 2021. All right, Claudia. All right. Great. I mean, just so everybody everywhere. We're happy. Thank you, too. Thank you. Okay. Nara. Thank you. Happy New Year. Okay, so that's it. We're going to be with you here tomorrow. And I want to say hello to Solomon, who sent us this update from Ghana. They've just filed a suit just now. And Solomon, we are grateful that you got to us just on time. Let me. Okay. So Solomon says the opposition party NDC today has filed a petition. Of course, today is 30th. A petition at the Supreme Court of Ghana with on the basis that the 7th December presidential election results were inaccurate, full of errors and miscalculations. With these as their basis, they failed to accept the declaration of the NPP and the candidate as the winner of the election. So that's coming all the way from Ghana. Thank you, Solomon. All right. So we always want to make sure I inform you of everything, and thank all of you who are still left here, more than a part of 1,000. Great job, you guys. And you can count on us. We're always going to stand by you, stand by the truth. That is why you're on this platform. So once more, we're going to post our Eric Tato page here, private page. We have the right to use National Telegraph to advertise something, and advertising the page of an individual is not a crime. It's part of journalism, it's part of publicity, it's part of the function that every media organ should be doing. All right, I'll leave you at this juncture while I'll share the Eric Tato page. I'll do a short video and I'll share. Thank you once more for joining. God bless you and have a wonderful 30th December. Okay, so we'll see you around tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be live with Max Jarf, CEO of Verbatim LLC. I'm also going to post you something on Verbatim LLC. I'm also going to post something on Fantech. Fantech is cyber security school. Is one of our biggest sponsors as well. Together with Verbatim LLC, these are very strong supporters of National Telegraph. Huge support coming from these two businesses, and we thank you all. Fantech, Verbatim LLC. God bless you. Right, and bye bye. Thank you.